How y'all doing? Welcome to the House of Hyjinx podcast, the podcast where I'm talking to people you know or people you should know. Thank you. Feeling the love, feeling the love. All right. Yeah, we are right now. We are live right here at Dirty Angel Studios. This is the pre-studio. The new studio is being built right now, so get ready for that. That's going to be off the hook. But today, we're just going to talk a few things that's on my mind, and I'm going to bring on a friend of mine that I know from. Of course, we had to get one of my first guests back. Had to be somebody from New York, the Big Apple. So somebody that's going to keep it real and raw with you all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And have some fun. This gentleman is a talented comedian that I've had the opportunity to work with when he lived up here in Portland. And now he's back in New York doing his thing. Y'all going to love him. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my man. This is my man in 100 grand. Please show some love, my man, TC Benitez.
Yep. What's going on, Jinx? Long time no talk, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I'm glad I could get you on the podcast, man. I'm getting my podcast back up and going. And I said, if I'm going to go and do my podcast, I got to get my man on because he going to keep it 100. Because he always,
True.
you know what I'm
I'll keep
saying?
100, man. We'll keep it 1,000 for
He
you.
keep
We'll
it
do it like that.
for real. You know what I'm saying? First off, I want to shout out my intro music that was done by, provided by my man OG Rock out in LA. That's my man in
Okay.
Instagram. Provided us with a nice soundtrack. So I appreciate you. Thank you, Rock. So,
No doubt.
oh man, it's good to talk to you, man. I'm glad you could take the time out and do this with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Of
I've
course,
been
of course. I'm in between drinks. We good, man.
in between drinks. Look, man, I'm
Yeah.
still off that what's name you gave me that time, man. That
Oh,
rum.
the coquito.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. That's it. You just missed the season too.
yo, you wrong. Anybody that drink that either got a lot of time on their hands or an extra liver sitting around that they gonna use. That shit is strong, bro.
Super facts, man. Super facts, man.
Wrong. But I fucks with it. I fucks with it. I
There you
fuck.
go, man. You only need two, baby. That's it.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons I don't drink no more. I only smoke weed. That's it right there. That shit will make
Hey,
you start drinking.
fair enough, man. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong.
But I'll tell you this: if you ever want to keep warm and you looking for a way to keep warm, that's it right there. Cause that shit will
There you
keep
go.
you a long time.
Eh,
Three
Nah,
sips last you 2 months on
that's a
everything.
hug for you. It's a hug for your stomach and a punch to your liver, man. That's how it goes, man.
That shit is strong, man. Shout out to whoever made that, man. And tell them to keep that recipe close to their heart. Because if I know
Of course, man.
companies get a hold of that, we all did.
They're already arresting motherfuckers, man.
Man, especially here in Portland where it's loose. They be like, oh, that's damn near liquid crack. We ain't even gonna do meth no more. We just gonna drink us some of this shit.
Yeah, you're probably right, man. That would work out just like that.
Mess around and crystallize it and be selling that shit on the street.
Nah. Whoa. Now we're getting crazy. We're talking wild crazy now.
Hey, we crazy out here. I mean,
Of course, of course.
few things I want to talk to you about because there's big things going on in the news right now, and I don't want to talk about none of the negative shit. I want to talk about the uplifting, positive shit that comedians like us love to talk about, man. So, one of the things I know you're up in New York. You're a Knicks fan, right?
You better believe it, man. It's a good time to be a Knicks fan for once in my life. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all having a great season. Your boy, I mean, I think the trade with Cat was really big for y'all. I didn't know how it was gonna pan out because I felt like Cat and what's his name played kind of the same position. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Did the
Hmm.
same thing to pick and pop, but it was a good move for both teams. Both teams were looking good. But I know you just seen recently the big trade that went down. Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. So
That's crazy.
that's like those are two names I would have never thought would even be on the trading block. Like, come on, man. Like Luca, you know what I'm saying? But Luca
Oh, that's
and AD, I thought AD and LeBron had something good going on. They had some dynasty shit going on to me. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. You really think so, man? I don't know, man. Like, I
pieces look, I know LeBron's in his later years. We're looking at a 39, 40-year-old LeBron, but I'm saying him, AD, and maybe one or two more pieces, they could definitely run. They could run a 2 or 3. He could get at least two more before he retired.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll give you that, man. But I don't know, like when you think about all the pieces that Luca could kind of like synthesize together, you know what I mean? I could see why that would probably be like, an effective trade. Would I've let AD go for that though? I don't even know, man. It's just one of those things. It's just like, yo, these guys gotta know something about the chemistry that fucking they think is really gonna start to like bind all that together. Because just because you got two incredibly talented dudes doesn't mean it's all gonna work out, man. And I know the Lakers are infamous for doing ridiculous shit like that. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, okay, this is the thing too. The GM, uh, God, I'm trying to pull up his name, but his actual words was defense wins championships. Luka's not really known to be a defensive minded player.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
I think what Dallas did is they did make, and they got a now think Dallas against Milwaukee in the finals. Now Dallas has a plethora of big men to throw at Giannis to
Yeah,
take
because
him.
that dude is.
So I mean
Yeah,
that's a plus for them. Would you
but I
agree?
think, like, oh, totally, man. I feel like the Lakers are like doing what the Yankees are doing on any given day, basically, and that's making stupid ass decisions in terms of your roster. Like, it's crazy, though, man. Like, remember that one year where it was just like it should have been like a complete wash, where it was just like it was what Nash, Dwight Howard. It was
Yeah,
just like five All Stars like as starters, and it was like one of the shittiest seasons of all time, man.
believe they had Carl Malone, uh, Peyton. They had Carl Malone, Peyton. Did they have Steve Nash? Was it Nash?
Well, no. When they had God, man, it was like they were like trying to make it seem like it's the Justice League or some shit like that. I think that was the whole promo behind that.
They had a bunch of old, all not old, but past their prime. Definitely Hall of Famers. Some of them was Hall of Famers, but yeah, that was too much. They shouldn't have did
Of
that.
of course, because there's no glue there. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
absolutely no glue there, and like I don't know what they're seeing. I don't know how they figure that that's all gonna translate at the end of the day. Because who was the Lakers guy? Because I'm not gonna lie, if it ain't on the East Coast, I don't worry about that shit to the playoffs.
that's fair. I can't even argue with that. That's fair. That's fair.
Uh-huh.
That's fair. I think this move makes. I think this move for the Lakers is saying we're about to start rebuilding. So
Mm.
let's lose this big contract. We know LeBron maybe got 2 or 3 years left with us. Let's use that money we were going to give AD, bring in some fresh legs and start rebuilding because we know at least in 2 to 3 years we're not going to have LeBron here no more. So to
Oh,
me,
for
that's
sure.
what that says, you know what I'm saying? But as of right
Mm.
now, I think that hurts their chances of doing anything in the playoffs. I don't think we're going to see, you know, right now I think they're fifth. I think they're fifth in the West. I believe they're fifth in
I'm
the West right now.
I'm not surprised by that at all, man. The West is always 9,000 times more competitive than the East, man. Like aside from the Cavs, like actually being contenders this year, son, the East is always it's just been like Boston for fucking years, bro. That's all it's really felt like. Like nobody else was like on the East that was making it to the playoffs in the East. Like I could start a team right now in Queens and we could probably get in there. That shit would be ridiculous.
Hey y'all, I don't know. I don't know. Shots fired. Shots fired, man. Cause he just dropped a he, he can walk. And I get that back in the day, I felt like the East wasn't as strong. But now, you know what I'm saying, 76ers look good. Knicks have looked the best they've ever looked in a while. Indiana got a nice little team that they're running with. Boston is looking nice. So, you know what I'm saying? Right now, the East is really,
The
you know,
East is Boston and New York, and if the Cavs can keep up this miracle that they're running right now, then they can kind of keep it going, as far as I'm concerned.
everybody like the East can go anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm gonna find the standard, but right now I feel like, but everybody's playing good basketball. You know what I'm saying? And there was another trade. I don't know if you just saw it, but they sent De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, and Zach Levine went to he went to the Kings, and then the Spurs got some picks, got some shit from the other team, like some
Okay,
around. So
that's non-factorial to me too, man. That's pretty much it.
you really ain't
Uh,
worried about nobody
uh,
but the Knicks right now, man. You better
no,
hope.
no, no,
You better
no, I ain't gonna say all that. I'm just trying to say it's just like, yo, at least out west, like who's gonna really like, give the East a run for his money, man. I wasn't even thinking about the Lakers at all. So that's why when that trade happened, I'm just like, damn, man, like I feel like Dallas probably shot themselves in the foot.
no,
But I think
I
I
think
know,
this.
but like you make a good point. Like I was really gonna go off on that, but I'm glad that you said that because I was gonna really put my foot in my mouth. I'm like, that's actually a fair enough point, though, man. You got to be able to contain people, man. You can't just go out there just like banging threes all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even though that is the game at this point, man. But
and
somebody's got to.
I know I'm my fault. Go ahead.
No, 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 because there's a little bit of a delay here. So like, yeah, I don't want to be. I finished my thought.
But so yeah, my thing is like, but I feel like for the Lakers now, you got a playmaker alongside of LeBron that's gonna be able to create a shot, and you know what I'm saying, and not be super. I don't know. My, I think it's good and bad. Like I just hope there's enough ball to go around for both of them to be able to score. You know what I'm saying? But defensively, this puts them like now who's guarding the basket for you if you're a Laker fan? Like who's your next? Like who's the next big man coming off the bench for the Lakers? You can't even name.
God,
Can you?
nothing,
Okay.
nothing, nobody. There you go, man.
The Eastern standings right now is the Knicks is third at percent behind Cleveland and the Celtics, followed right behind the Pacers and the Bucks. And in the
Mm.
Western Conference, we got Thunder, which
See,
Gilchrist is.
no, no, the Thunder is where it's at, man. That's like they're taking the whole thing as far as I'm concerned.
You know what I'm saying? You think that?
I think
Y'all
so, man. I feel it, man.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? He's saying they taking it, but there's a lot of fans in LA that's probably like,
You
I don't think it's gonna happen. I
don't
don't
think it's gonna happen? I don't know, man.
have a good chance. I think they have a good chance of making it to the finals. Like,
Hmm.
uh, I see them making maybe to the Western Conference Finals,
Oh,
but
they're definitely doing that. You can't tell me they're not.
you got to see who they're going to run up against. You know, you got Denver. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got Houston playing good. Let's see what Sacramento looks like once Zach gets there. So there's a lot of different
Hmm.
things you got to look at. But I see them making it far. Staying healthy, one. If they're going to get Chet Holmgren back, that's a big thing too. So there's a lot of
Hmm.
there's a lot of factors in there. But as far as winner and loser on the Dallas, I say at this point going forward till I see more moves, uh, the Lakers lost in this trade, and
Oh yeah,
the
for sure.
Dallas probably boosted their chances. If you probably look at the betting line right now for Dallas going to the finals, that shit probably just it was a lot of nerve. I'm telling you, I'm telling you,
You think those bet lines shifted just now?
man. Soon as
I
that
bet. Hold on. We gotta pause. I gotta make some bets here real quick.
you better get your money in, get your money in. You know,
Uh,
so I see that happening. But that was, I really think Dallas got the best end of that deal. They're just
oh,
going to
probably.
be
I,
more
I,
defensive minded, and I'll lose Luke if I still got a Kyrie moving the way he do. As long as he stay healthy, I'll take that chance. So
yeah, I
I'll
mean
take
that's the only thing that scares me about the Knicks, man. And I think like fucking Kyrie. How old is Kyrie now, man?
Kyrie is up there. I think
That's a
Kyrie is no, I think I want to say 33, 34.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. So it sounds like you're so young. He's younger than me, but I'm just like, yo, my man is gonna just, my man, he's practically osteoporotic in terms of fucking the NBA. Like, you know what I mean?
In basketball years, he got some mileage on him. But if you watch him play, he moves like he's still like I don't know too many young point guards that can keep
Uh-huh.
up with him. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as he stay healthy, with AD picked up, everybody playing PJ Washington. You know what I'm saying? They got a pretty deep bench. Dallas is gonna. You may see Dallas again. Flirting with the finals. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that too, man. Without a doubt, without a doubt. I still, my money's on the Thunder on that one, man. If anybody want to take up some action with me,
Okay,
yeah, I'll leave the socials there. We'll see how it goes.
I'm gonna, I'll hit you. You know what? We're gonna revisit this around playoff time. So I'm
All
gonna hit
right,
you up around playoff time, and actually we'll do it when the game is on, so we can watch the game, and you know what I'm saying, we'll do a game while we're doing it. So if when you free, we'll playoffs. We're
all
gonna
right, fine, fair enough, man. There you go, man.
All right, man. The next big thing to talk about, I'm as a football fan. One thing I am sad about, I'm a Cowboy fan. So
How?
my heart's been broke for a long time. So, but
As it should.
yeah, you don't even have to rub it in, man.
I'm
And
sorry, but
hey, at least I stand by it. At least what I'm saying. I'm not a flip floppy Cowboy fan. I'm not a
you're
Cowboy
right.
fan when we winning. I'm a Cowboy fan when we winning and when we losing. I take it. So
Exactly, man. That's what makes you a great husband, man.
yeah,
Exactly that. You could take all that abuse and get nothing in return. It's
there you go.
fantastic,
There you
son.
go. And that's why 26 years of marriage. That's it is right there. That's right. 26 years. That's right. But yeah, being a football fan, you're a Giants fan, right? I'm
You
assuming.
better believe I'm a Giants fan.
Right. So you bad just like me. So
I'm gonna be a nice guy today, man. We'll be all right.
was you how was you feeling about the Bills? Was you pulling for them a little bit?
Of course, I was pulling for them. I'm always like an underdog guy when it really comes down to it. So it's like if nobody's touched like a chip before, like
Mhm.
I got an extra soft space in my heart for stuff like that,
Okay,
man.
I feel you.
Just because I never saw the Knicks do anything ever in my lifetime. I'm a Met fan. I never saw any of that shit happen either. I got lucky, the only reason why I'm a Giant fan is because I was just trying to stick with the color scheme of blue and orange. So I'm like, blue and red, like close enough. I got into football late in life, you know what I mean?
He said he did it. He did it for the fashion. He didn't even really do it for the team, ladies and gentlemen. He said he did it for the fashion and the culture. That's why he did
Now,
it.
you know why? Because if I knew, I had no idea. But like the Jets used to play at Shea, so if I would have known that, I would have been the most miserable man on the planet Earth. But I would have stood by it. I would have been just like you, talking
Yeah,
about what could have been.
I'm staying with it. You know what I'm saying? Stand on it. So
Exactly.
next Super Bowl is coming up, man, and both teams look good. Who you got? Chiefs or Eagles?
I got my boxes. That's what I got. I got whatever's 2 and 9. But
He
that's it.
the first person to look at both teams and was like, "Yeah, I don't want to pick nobody. I hope both teams lose." Uh,
Oh man.
you want
Nah,
both? Who you got to take?
nah.
You got to take one. Who would you take?
Okay, are we talking about like who do I think is gonna win or who do I want to win? Because those are two different fucking
I
questions. You
say,
know
who
what
do
I
you
mean?
think is gonna win?
Who do I think is gonna win? I still think it's gonna be the Chiefs, man. I think they still gonna do it, man. I think they got a fire in their ass, and they clearly have the league fucking wiping their ass for them at the same time. That's how I feel.
So
Some of those calls in that Bills game was a little questionable.
you know what?
You know
I
what I'm
didn't
saying?
see it, but I kept hearing clips about it, talking about, oh man, they keep favoring this guy, and home is, you know what I'm saying, like he untouchable or something, like he kind of got the Jordan rules. You know how they had
Uh
the Jordan
huh.
rules back in the day, like you
Took it
hit,
right out of my mouth.
yeah, you fuck up the start of the game, we gonna ruin you. So
Uh huh.
is it kind of like that right now? Is that what Mahomes is?
That's how I feel personally, man. And I'm not trying to say it's just like he doesn't earn any of his accolades or these games aren't being won, fairly. But
Right.
being like a Knicks fan and then feel like how does this guy get every single fucking call? Like it's impossible, son. It's not right. You just
Uh,
it's like I have to believe that in order for me to kind of get on with my day. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
So I don't know. It's terrible, man. Like watching this Super Bowl happen again. it's like watching the Yankees and the Phillies like go to the World Series again for me, man. I want to root for Al Qaeda to blow up the stadium. Like that's the only thing that I want. Like I don't want anybody to be happy at all. Like it's
Yeah.
just
See,
it's
that's
crazy.
hardcore. Here's my thing, man. The Chiefs probably have a better chance. They have a good chance of winning. But my thing in my head, I keep asking myself, are they going to be able to stop that running game? Barkley is going fucking
No,
insane.
okay, now I know why you brought me on here. You want to rub that in my fucking face, huh?
I'm just saying, what's wrong with y'all? I totally forgot he came from New York, and y'all let him go. I know. So as a New York fan, let me ask you: does that haunt you, or do y'all be like, you know what? I don't even care. Decision was made. I'm gonna run
I'm
with it.
I'm I'm so happy for him. I'm actually happy for him because honestly, like whatever I don't know who's in control of that decision, who pays that guy. That's the only guy with any talent on that whole entire team, besides
Yeah,
maybe like two other receivers, like neighbors and fucking. It just drives me nuts that it's just like I know at least he's winning somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He's getting paid what he should get paid. That's the least you could do for that fucking guy. You know what I mean?
that's what I love about New York fans. They love and hate at the same time. It's like, yo, man, I love this dude, but I hate his shoes, but that boy can throw the football, son. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be, you know what I'm saying? But out of all honesty, all y'all had to do was pay that man, and
I know,
he still be there.
of course.
Somebody lost their job over that. There's somebody that's no longer with their organization. It's like, man, now you know what? We should have just fired you and gave him your money, you dumbass.
Exactly that, man.
Now he
That's
got Super Bowl, and we watching from home. We at the
that's
Pro Bowl game with Peyton Manning and Eli Manning doing this dumb shit with this other shit. That's what the fuck we man. Damn it.
yo. The Giants probably need to be demoted to like a NCAA team now at this point, man. It's not looking good. And
Damn.
now, dude, I'll admit it too, man. That's my team, man. I never been like when we were busting down the Patriots, just stopping and stomping on Tom Brady's dreams. Nothing made me happier as another human being. You know what I mean?
Let
To
me
another, but
that there was a time when I watched football. They'd be like, "Who you want to win?" I'd be like, "Anybody but the Patriots."
exactly.
Like there was something about the Patriots, and I actually feel the same way about Boston too. I'm not too fond of Boston. I'm not too fond of the Celtics neither, man. Only time I
Yeah, man.
them when I had family that played for that team, and I was like, all right, I'm really rooting for family, not them. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's
So,
just a matter of consequence at that point. I
see,
feel you.
so on that level, I get your hate. I
Oh
totally
yeah.
understand your hate.
Yeah, but yeah, if they can't contain Barkley, yeah, that's gonna be a problem, man. Fucking, but at the end of the day, man, their D line is all right. What do you call it? I don't think that like the best in the league or anything like that or whatever. Like I think Mahomes carries that team so heavy.
Mhm.
It's just the guy's too precise. He's too wily. Like you can't if you can't contain that guy, forget about it. You give that guy more than like 3 seconds to figure out something. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he just does it, and you
Man,
got to give the guy credit, man. So I don't think you could even come close to sleeping on that at all, man.
I'll tell you this: if the Chiefs defensive line get in there and touch Hurt about maybe 2 or 3 times, because he's not 100% coming into this game. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching
Hmm.
things like he's not 100%. That defensive line touch him about 2 or 3 times, it's gonna change the total outcome of that game. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna solely then they're just gonna focus in on Barkley because they're like, okay, we know the backup. He ain't gonna
Hmm.
the ball like that. So all we gotta know is they gonna just give it to him. So that's the only thing, man. So it's gonna come down to a few things. But I think if the Chiefs continue to play their game and get some of those calls,
Oh yeah.
they win. But I think
Well,
Barkley
who?
in this game is gonna break some kind of record. I think he's gonna break some kind of record during this game. Like
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. That dude might get super juiced up, and then that's it, man. And then you start letting him like just like doing some Marshawn Lynch type shit, man. It's
Right.
done.
This will be the
That's
first
it.
guy you'll see have the numbers, and you be like, he on the losing team and still should get the MVP of the game. Like, we
There
lost,
you
but
go.
that motherfucker had like 15
This
billion
guy played his
yards.
ass off.
Yeah, we gotta give it to him. We'll take the trophy. We'll give him the MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
why the hell not, man? Who you want before you even
no,
think about pivoting off
I
this?
don't. I don't. I really. I'm only going for the Chiefs because the Eagles are in my conference, and I don't want to see
Hmm.
nobody in my conference win if my Cowboys can't win. So
I hear you.
I send my hate around. That's how I justify my hate towards that
I
team. Uh,
I got you. Plus,
uh,
those are the worst fans of all time, son. I'm sorry,
yeah,
son. They really are, man.
fans of all time, or the Raider fans are the worst fans of all times.
Gotta be Philly. I'm telling you, son. Yo, man, like an old lady could wear a Met hat in Philly. They will throw a car battery at her. Like you don't understand. Like they're playing animals, dude.
Yo,
They
they
really
don't
are.
be out there. See, that's why I don't. That's why I don't come out there that much, man. That's why I haven't came to New York yet. I hope to come out there to perform and hit some
Mhm.
stadiums. But it's stories like that to keep my ass on the West Coast. It's like I don't know what to wear. Like, okay, before I come, I'll tell you what side of town I'm gonna be on, and send me a pamphlet of what and what not to do, what and what not to wear. Kind of like when I just went to I went to Burbank to do a
Uh-huh.
comedy festival. I did the Burbank Comedy Festival. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not up on gang culture in California. Like I don't know what's clean. I'm thinking I'm in Burbank, so I'm like, it's Burbank. I ain't never heard nobody say, "Hey, nigga,
Burp.
Burbank fool." So you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like
Yeah, exactly.
and
Uh-huh.
okay, I'm saying so. One of my outfits I had brought with me was just a red T-shirt and some red Chuck Taylors, and
Mhm.
my homegirl comedian Tammy T Love, she was like, "Oh hell no, you won't be wearing that with me." I was like, "Why?
Mm.
We in Burbank." She's like, "No, nigga, it's still gangs in Burbank. You will get shot wearing that much." She's like, "If you go to any hood wearing that much red, nigga, you get shot." She was like, "There's hoods in North Dakota. If you wore that much red, they're like, oh, this nigga want to die." She's like, "So
That's crazy, you know. I would think the same thing you're thinking, man. You're going to Burbank, man.
so
It's just like yo, don't go by Wigglesworth Way, man. That's a crazy block. Like, yo, what are you talking about? It's
so
Wigglesworth.
I had no idea. So she had to put me on game because I was just gonna go like, I'm going to a comedy club in Burbank. Who's gonna bang on
Mm-hmm.
me in Burbank? She was like, nigga. She was like, we a hop, skip, and jump from LA. Not like man, we ain't that
Mm-hmm.
far. So like, niggas will be out here on the humbug, like, oh, and see you and like. So I learned something. So I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I need to wear neutral colors, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
what?
out east it ain't colors. That's some really like West Coast stuff that I think is just starting to like kind of like really permeate. I
Mm,
think more than anything, you just gotta watch what team flag you flying. That's pretty
okay.
much it,
All right.
man. That's
I
it.
just know not to come to New York with no cowboy shit. Like, that's
No,
enough.
no Cowboy shit, no Boston shit. That's it.
Okay.
Otherwise, that's a problem.
I know. I just wear like a
Mhm.
cowboy t-shirt underneath everything that I got on, like 3 layers in a cowboy t-shirt,
There you go. That's it, man. Maybe
man.
your drawers.
So right, that's it. That's it. So, I'm a big fan of music. I don't know if you a fan of music, you know what I'm saying? But I love hip hop, you know what I'm
Of
saying? So
course.
the other day I was on some social media site and I saw a video of Ja Rule in the studio, working on a new song. And one of the lines in the song, he said he's top 5, dead or alive. So, you know, I think that status is really for GOAT, you know. And so I'm asking you, just as a hip hop head, a New Yorker, someone that loves music, is Ja Rule top 5, dead or alive?
Man, you already know the answer to that fucking question, man. The answer is fuck no. With 6 Ks. That shit is a no. But
Oh,
but I feel like that's like a staple you kind of have to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think you can't be a rapper and not at least say you're the greatest, even though you know you hot garbage. Like, you know what I mean?
I've seen rappers. I
So
saw.
you seen a low self esteem rapper before?
No. I saw Scarface, who I think I respect as one of the. He is very. He's a dope.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
he's definitely top. They asked him his top five. He didn't put himself in it. And he says, and the people he named, I can't remember, but he named some pretty dope MCs, but he didn't put himself in it. And I don't think that makes him less than. He just like, yo, I'm dope. I'm just not a top five.
Hey, he humble. That's how we doing it, man.
I don't think. I think rappers know the game is what it is. We know, what I'm saying. So, but Ja Rule, I'm
Nah,
just saying.
not even remotely close, fam. So like, it's just one of those things where it's just like if like let's say if 50 Cent was to say the same exact thing, you got to be out of your fucking mind too. Like how are we gonna determine like what makes you like a top five guy? Is it just because of how many hits you got? Like, is it gonna be based on your proficiency? Is it gonna be based on your skill? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like having this argument like with people because it tells me a lot about you as a person. But if you
So
had to go objectively, Ja Rule not even in the top fucking 50, dude. Like he's done. He's cooked.
I agree with that. I think how I would rank them. I mean, most people would say they would rank them by, what I'm saying, the numbers, how much, so what, doing what. But I don't think that's a fair comparison because you can't. Some of the rappers back in like the '80s didn't have the internet and what I'm saying,
Hmm.
social media to really push it. All they had was actual record sales. You know what I'm saying? Like they really had to sell market their CD or record to really make it sell. So
Like,
I don't think you can
mm,
put it. I don't think you can rate it on numbers. I don't think putting it on numbers is fair. So I would say I. I guess it's just a preference because everybody's is going to be different. Like
mm,
everybody's is going to be different. Like I guarantee you. Watch who is your top five, dead or alive?
dead or alive,
Yes.
and we're going based on our own
Oh, yeah.
subjective
In your own subjective.
criteria,
This is no specific order. Just what would
no
your
specific order.
yeah, no specific order. Who
Damn, that's tough, man. Because like sometimes I feel like these things shift just based on like, yo, what have I been listening to a lot of, basically, man? Or if I had to give a top five, no specific order, man, it's got to be Jay Z, Tupac, Big Pun. Top five. Like these last two are always so goddamn hard, man. Like people come in and out all the time on this shit, man. Um, fuck, dude. If I really had to put it, believe it or not, Biggie doesn't hit my top five, man. I'm gonna say DMX and Jadakiss, bro. Just
okay.
like that. And I
I
think
didn't
that's controversial too. I think a lot of people will not put Jada in their top five, but Jada's just he's cold with the bars though, man. I gotta give it to him, man.
I'll keep it real with you. Jadakiss is in my top five. Like
See, there we go.
Jadakiss is in my top five. To me, he is one of the most slept on. Like lyrically, to me, I Jadakiss. Like I still listen to his albums today. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
still play them in heavy rotation today. Like Jadakiss definitely. DMX definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm a
Can't gentrify. You can't gentrify DMX. Can't happen.
yeah. Like to me, DMX, like I was a stan when it came to DMX. You know what I'm saying? People don't know
Uh-huh.
my son's initials are DMX just for that reason. Just
That's crazy. That's
my
what's up
son's
though.
initials is DMX because I'm a fan of DMX.
Hmm.
It was like, man. So uh Jadakiss, DMX, Tupac,
Hmm.
Biggie,
Hmm.
and believe it or not, I'm gonna say Andre 3000.
No, I'll give you that, man. I'll give you that, dude. Like I really I just did a podcast when we were kind of going over like like what are the best albums from 2000 to 2018.
Mhm.
Aqueminize is such a cold album, son. And then that's like if you want to hear Andre 3000 spaz, you listen to that fucking album.
Yeah,
That dude
yeah,
lost his mind on that album.
yeah. He goes hard on that album. And my
I
honorable mention, uh, my two honorable mentions would be Black Thought, because to me,
okay.
Black Thought is nice. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
he's crazy
Black
nice.
Thought is nice, and Rock Him.
Okay,
Definitely
yeah, of
two.
course, man. Like I mean, without Rakim, there ain't a lot of other shit
Yeah,
going on, man.
really, I feel like Rock Him probably should be in one of my top five. Should be in my top five. So and like I'm like to you, like you said to me, those are just my picks because I grew up in that era where I saw it, and like you know, and that's single. Now, if we said, okay, one more music question, what's your top five groups, hip hop group?
Ooh, hip
Dead.
hop groups. Like we're doing a whole camps or just like acts, right?
Who would say like Wu Tang?
Okay, I mean that goes okay. Because I'm about to say, because I'm just like, okay, fine, yeah, Wu Tang is definitely in there. If we're gonna count that many people all at once, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Definitely,
it's an act. Okay, so that counts. That counts, man.
definitely Wu
Damn,
Tang.
man. Definitely Wu Tang is in there. Outkast is definitely in there. Tribe is in there. De La Soul is in there.
Damn,
Yeah, definitely De La, man. Holy shit. I did another episode on them the other day too, man. That shit is crazy. I'm
peace.
trying to think groups. It's like I never really thought of it, so it's just like you're kind of catching me like, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
think
get
something out
lost
of
in this. I didn't give you time to be like, let me put some shit together. Nah, man, on the spot, on the spot, on the spot.
I say on the spot, I'm gonna say Clips. I think that's safe. There might be somebody I like better than Clips that I'm just not thinking of right now, but Clips. Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
that's fair. For me, I would say NWA, because I
Okay,
feel
there you
like
go.
NWA
Mhm.
really, uh, to me, they kind of laid the blueprint and the landscape of gangster rap coming from the
Mhm.
West Coast anyway. So definitely Wu Tang, another one of those groups I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest. Uh, you know, just so much tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Again, with you, I say the same thing. Outcast, and my last one would have to be, believe it or not, because the way they shaped the culture of the game. I'm going to say No Limit.
Oh, okay, all right. That counts as a group like that? Because did they drop an album together or not?
Yeah, No Limit has a whole album together with the whole camp on it. Just like Wu Tang,
Okay,
you
oh,
get
yeah.
different. There broke down, True, and then you know what I'm saying, Master P. Like so, there was different. So I say the No Limit camp, like cause I mean, No Limit was putting out, they was putting out an album like every week. You be like, heard the new No Limit? Yeah, that master. No, that's last week. I'm talking about the new No Limit. They was dropping. Like Master P, I give him that. Like when it came to marketing and shit, Master P was a genius.
Oh,
Definitely.
without a doubt. I wish he employed better MCs every once in a while. Not to shit too much on him and everything like that, but yo, come on, man. Like, how many Silk the Shocker songs you know off the back end? Son?
I give you that. I can't.
Okay, that's all I'm saying, son.
I'm saying. No, I'm saying everybody always go hard on Silk, man. He did have his album. I still think his albums did good. I should have looked up the numbers and had that shit pulled up somewhere. All these technology I got around me, I should have that shit somewhere. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
well,
saying?
keeping it a buck. He's got an album I don't. Who the fuck am I? So there you go.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And going back to top five, I never even thought of putting pun on mine. I need to go back, and I love the Terror Squad. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I was a fan of Terror Squad, but I don't think I really paid attention to Fat Joe like I should have. So I need to go back and do a little listen. What album can you tell me? What album should I start with?
What could you start with, man? I'd say. because everybody will always tell you to go to Capital Punishment. Like it's like Pun's Reasonable Doubts. The first album he ever dropped, everything on there was cold. Personally, me, one of my favorite albums is Yeah Baby. That's it, the last one he dropped for the most part.
Yeah,
Only
baby.
because it's very oh yeah, only because it's varied and then like just the way my man puts words together and then like I think he's at peak Puerto Ricanness at that album. No, he
Like,
is though, son.
with that, man. I was like, yeah, peak Puerto Rican this. I ain't even never heard that before, but he got a lot.
Absolutely, man. You know, just the way he be, you know, oh God, there's this one song he does with what do you call this dude, Sunkiss, who's an I rapper or whatever, man. But like the like he's able to do kind of like what Twister does, but it's like he's enunciating everything so perfectly. And it's probably because his gut is so huge, he could just store all his air. He's like a bagpipe, you know what I mean? He just keeps squeezing his stomach and then the words just keep coming out. But
Yeah.
like, yo, it's crazy, man. How's that shit go? Cannibalism. I can't even do it. Cannibalism is living in my metabolism, giving those aneurysms and spasms, like baby baptisms. I'm like, yo, this dude is
So
crazy. And you
how
can
about
hear every letter.
so yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, with two H's.
All right, that's gonna be my homework. I'm about to go check out some Big Pun. Cause that's the thing I love hip hop. And it's not that I didn't I think it was so much coming out when we were growing up. Like it was just really, unless you was a true fan of something, it was really hard to keep up with
Dude, dude,
everything.
it's impossible, bro.
You know, like I said, I feel like my generation, we grew up kind of in the like the real growth of where hip hop really came from. Like our generation actually seen in the 70, you know, like we saw the beginning of hip hop. And so
Mhm,
like when I actually got introduced to it, I think I just fell in love with certain things. I kind of had tunnel vision for a while. So
mhm,
once I got older and I really started loving it, I started being more like, let me get more. Let me see why you know.
mhm.
Um, so like another motherfucker that it took me a minute to get MF Doom. Like it took me a
Oh
minute.
yeah.
Everybody used to
Mhm.
talk about MF Doom, and I used to think, you know what I'm saying? Then I listened to him lyrically, and like it was like, okay, where the fuck? How did I miss this?
I
So
know, I know.
those
Mhm.
things, like I said, but I think our era, so much great music came out so fast. It was just hard. And like I said, we didn't have the internet and social media. So like if you wasn't at the fucking record store when the new shit dropped every week or something, you just missed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
exactly, man.
I did.
I got lucky because I got a lot of that stuff to trickle down from like older relatives and stuff like that. To be the person seeking it out, like it's not being curated, you know,
Yeah,
at that point. For me, I got lucky that way, you know.
yeah, man. So for me, like I said, me and my wife was always lovers of music. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, me and my wife had a CD collection that was crazy. We would be at the record store every Tuesday when the new CD dropped. We was there buying it. You know what I'm saying? So
Dang.
yeah.
Mhm.
So but no, we back to the old school. I
Of
remember
course, man.
my
Nah,
wife.
like I'm telling you, all this technology is wasted on these kids, man. Think about it. Like, think about how we used to like look for music and like everything you're describing right now. So they can hear every song that's ever been made by anybody, by people that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying?
We got
Like,
100.
some, yeah. Have you heard my cousin's album? It's on Spotify, right next to freaking Jay-Z. Like, are you serious, dude? This is crazy, man. Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Yeah, I
It's
think the world.
wasted on them.
If we would have had, like I said, I always say this. One, if we would have had social media back in the day when I grew up, it would have been good and bad. It would have been a blessing and a curse. I was like, one, I'd be in jail. Like I already know.
Oh, I could promise you that would happen. Yeah.
I've been in jail. Like we wouldn't be having this conversation because I all the crimes I've done and didn't allow me to. You young and dumb. You come like, hey man, let's break into this bank and record it,
Mhm.
yo. Go live on your page. We gonna get 3 million hits. Yeah, you gonna get 3 million life sentences. Your ass want to be cool. So
Nah, you're right.
we were done. Well, look, man, I want to thank you again for coming on here, joining me, and hanging out and having a conversation about everything. It's always a good time talking to you. Say, hey, for the people out there just paying attention, is going to rewatch this. Where can they find you if they want to follow you or come and see a podcast or whatever it is you're doing? Tell them what you're doing too.
Oh yeah, man. Shit, like wow, I forgot I'm live. I can't edit this later. All right, but no, but I'm not really doing comedy like that. But I've been hitting this podcast like pretty heavy. Podcast is called Bridging the Gap. BRIDGIN apostrophe the gap. It's a podcast where we try to discuss three different eras of music, and try to just see how we could stop, me and my friends just discuss, music through these three different eras and just try to prove that we're not washed up all the way.
Hey,
Because
you got to
it's just,
come on. If I can connect, if we can do it this way, man, I would love to come on. I love to talk music. We can go in. Like, I love,
sure,
man. You got to,
there's definitely a certain audio quality we want to keep. When you back out east, come holler at me. We'll make something happen
hey,
for sure,
I'm going to
man.
make my way out there, man. As soon as I make sure
Yeah.
the Avengers ain't going to tear that motherfucker up again and it's going to be safe, I'll be out there.
But yeah, man, you can follow me at Bridging the Gap podcast on IG, and you can always find me at my IG page, TC underscore Benitez. That's the only things I got up and running right now. But yeah, man, yeah, check it out, man. Hopefully we can get you on there and then continue this conversation, man. That's always a good time, man.
I love to. All right, man. This is so good having you on, man. I really appreciate having you. Thanks, everybody, if you tuned in. This is going to be showing for a little while. Thank you. Looks like I got a couple viewers watching, so thank all y'all. Nobody left comments, or otherwise we would have answered questions. See,
Sure,
next
sure.
leave a comment and we'll answer them. But thank y'all for tuning in. Again, thank you for joining me, man. This has been fun. Always good to catch up with you. And thank y'all for watching. The House of Hyjinx podcast, a podcast where I talk to people you know or people you should know, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm the real Hyjinx, and now I'm out. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
I appreciate you.